Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Dust Raiders. We're meant to go up into Polis and try to kill Sawblade. I have wandered around everywhere and I think we've found basically all the places. There's a couple locations that I might as well take you out to. There's a tower up here somewhere. Out here? Aha! So there's this like broken ass skyscraper. Lot's Garden. First, the caravan passes a colossal salt-covered mound, which on closer inspection reveals itself as the shattered remains of a skyscraper. The once towering structure now lies in the white desert, its fall perhaps hastened by relentless corrosive storms. A few hundred meters ahead lies a flat expanse littered with bizarre sculptures. Cars frozen mid-crash, their drivers and passengers now salt-coated figures, running, crawling, kneeling, their mouths open in silent screams, arms reaching skyward. All are pointed away from the ruined tower like they were running away. The scene is untouched, as if even scavengers dared not to disturb it. Or perhaps the disaster struck so recently that you are here first. That implies that the skyscraper itself is like deadly, right? I was like, let's check it out and possibly get killed. It takes several minutes to circle the massive structure. Cracks and gaps in its exterior reveal potential entry points, and you split up to explore. After an hour, your team regroups with a haul of relics and resources, but a heavy unease clings to you all. You can't shake off the feeling that you violated this place, disturbed an ancient tomb with your greedy hands. You hastily load the loot and drive off, determined not to become just another salt statue in this eerie forsaken wasteland. 22 chemicals obtained. Nice. Who likes chemicals? Not you. You do? Okay. So we could hit up Bangladesh. I think we go back to Expedition real quick. Okay. The weather is shifting. Push the rigs to the limit. Yeah, that one always just makes your cars get a little beat up, which isn't that bad in the grand scheme of this game. Hop back into Expedition real quick here. Fuel up, repair. I have so many stims. One of you must like stims, right? The White House? No? Funfair? Who likes stims? What the heck? It's probably somebody on this side of the world. Aha! The Foundry. Okay. There's one other place I wanted to take you guys before we go and try and tackle the final boss here. Driving through the salt. There's like a dam down here on the river. Troublesome? Oh, fine. I'll get into a fight. Why not? Get over. Immediately laser beam this dude. Set off your choking assault. That's not. I said set off the choking assault, please. Get blasted, and then you do the same thing and blast the hell out of this dude, and then perfect. Get wrecked. All right, back up, ram him, hit him. You hit him too, and then laser beam him. Did that do any damage to him? I don't actually know. Laser beam? Oh, get wrecked, nerd. Oh, you got another dude. Hit him. And then you set off your choking assault, please. Ram him. Move over. And then you side attack. Laser beam. Quad Storm. There we go. Get wrecked. I just realized. I think my guy already ran into that thing. All right, you hit him. How are you still alive? Move out of the way. Launch missiles at this guy. And you ram him. Get wrecked. All right, move over. Laser beam. Quad storm. You always have to do them separately from each other. Goodbye. There's still more. All right, back up and try to hit him with your choking assault here. There we go. Got them both. Hit him with the caustic gas. You hit him with the beam. And then you ram him. I said you ram him. Oh my God. It so help me. I don't know how to make them ram things. It doesn't work. Here, you ram him then. There we go. He's still alive, weirdly. Then you laser beam this guy. Where are you driving? I want to kill you. Laser beam or missiles, please. Quad storm, quad storm. Double quad storm. This guy's life is over. That went pretty well. Good job, squad. And that was a troublesome fight. Nicely done. I just don't think there's anything out here. The map is so big. There is this little lake village. Salt Lake Town. Against the blinding white desert, a cluster of dark buildings surrounds an unnaturally blue salt lake. Long piers stretch into the water, lined with docked boats, while nets crusted with drying salt crystals spread along the shore. Sunbrowned people in white garbs and canvas hats harvest the mineral. Some sift through the waterlogged debris, while others fill the barrels with salt, preparing them for trade. Looming over the scene are the remains of industrial structures, while black rafts drift lazily on the lake's surface, accompanied by mournful chants. Masked figures in dark robes pull the rafts forward, pushing long wrapped bundles through the water. Let's go to the workers? The workers greet you warmly in the name of the Father of Salt. Offering roasted, overly salty crustacean-like creatures in clean water. You learn the lake isn't just for salt, but also sustains their diet with algae and the peculiar saltlings. Their reverence for the lake is evident, and they urge you to respect its mysteries. You ask about the black rafts on the lake. Your question casts an uneasy silence over the previously cheerful workers. Panic erupts as several grab you, and the lone man sounds a brass horn. The blast echoes over the lake, and before you can react, a blow to the head knocks you out. They killed Mac, but we got money. You awaken in the back of your caravan already in motion. One of your crew explains the locals turn hostile without warning, choosing a random member of the group to be, quote, weighed. Figures in dark robes appeared, weighing the unlucky soul and took them to the black raft. In exchange, the locals loaded your vehicle with salt equal to the person's weight and ordered you to leave immediately. All right, well, it was nice knowing you, Mac. 500 coins for Mac's life. That was an interesting experience. Around the mountain here. It's kidnapped my guy and killed him, I assume. All right, so we can drop off all the chemicals that we picked up. Fair bit of money there. Anything else you guys need? Not really. Don't really need any of this stuff. We'll patch up the cars. You guys got anybody who wants to take Mac's place? I don't remember what Mac did. I don't know. So special weapon damage? Sure. Vex, hop in. You would probably do best in one of these cars then, because these guys do only special weapon damage, so we'll focus on that. All right, there's one other place I wanted to take you guys, and that's down this away by Fiddler's Green here. Excuse me. I was just taking my friends somewhere. All right, back up. Mess up this tractor's day. Immediately. Double laser. I want to hit him with the choking assault as soon as we can. All right, we all got rocked. Right? You're going to get hit. And then you're going to get hit. And then you're going to get lit on fire. And then you move forward and try to avoid taking any more rocket shots. Okay, never mind. Oh, you bastard. He's too quick for me. Ram him. Ram him over? That's what I thought. Get wrecked, nerd. Goodbye. Okay, so you've been lasered again. But you're ready to get lasered twice. Hit him with the rocket storm. And then the second rocket storm. Dang it. We want to trap you in that lane if we can. Because you're going to explode on the cliff if we do this well. Set this off. Back up. Don't go over that way. Line it up, line it up. He's dead. Okay. Your day is over. Maybe. And then move forward. Oh, he's gonna oil me. Oh, I hate you. Rockets before the oil hits me? Didn't work. I'm gonna get hit by this barrel. Yup. Ouch. Hit him with the choking assault. And then ram him out of the way. Ram. My God. Oh, I hate the ramming mechanic. It doesn't work half the time. Oh, now you ram. Like a million miles away? Excuse me? Oh my God. And you guys are going to run into something now, because I was tunnel visioned on the car I couldn't hit. I don't know what it is about the ramming mechanic and not actually triggering. I think it's like a weird thing where they have to be exactly in the square that you say they are, and you have to be exactly in the square that you are. And then if you're both perfectly lined up, then it will go off without a hitch. But it's just like, it's so clunky. I don't know why. The Ruined Dam. This is where I wanted to take you, by the way. The marshlands crisscrossed by ancient highways shift into a slope leading to a sprawling, filthy river. Perched above is a massive, decades-old structure once tasked with controlling the water's flow. Now its central portion lies shattered, the river cascading through the breach and winding around heaps of broken concrete. On one side of the dam, enormous steel wheels turn under the force of the water. Long cables run to the settlement, clinging to the dam's side like a cluster of grapes, powering it up. Dozens of brightly lit pavilions glow like a pre-apocalypse shopping mall. Overhead, platforms and cable cars ferry goods and people between the intact portions of the dam. As your caravan approaches, powerful floodlights bathe you in blinding beams. A heavily armed group emerges from the settlement. Their mutated appearance gives you pause, but they seem more interested in trade than in violence. You step out of your vehicles cautious but curious about what they have to offer. Ask if they have anything worth trading? Escorted by the locals, you venture to the dam's upper section. Below the riverbank, they've installed crude separators to sift through the debris carried by the current. The collected materials are sent to an electricity-powered laboratory for processing into tradable goods. So we've obtained some waste and some fertilizer, and then we lost 250 chips. And then we lost a bunch of durability just because we were in radiation territory. Well, that's how she goes. You guys want any of this stuff? You'll have 1 bottle of alcohol. Alrighty then. Okay, well, that's as much as I can tell. I think that's all of the map to be explored. I'm gonna ignore that because I don't really need the money. Let's head back to Bangladesh here. Already sold you all my chemicals. And then, I guess I don't really need any of that stuff. So I guess we'll just keep on trucking over to the Horde, and then, you know, see what we can find out about Polis, if that's where Sawblade is hanging out, and if we challenge him to one final duel or whatever it is. The caravan. Technical tricks. A taunter. I don't really care about that. What do you guys do? Thanks for the fuel. You can take my fertilizer. That's great. And the one food I have. Do I want to buy all? I mean, I don't really need to buy more trade goods. First of all, that's not really what we're up here to do. Secondarily, we're just gonna fill our our inventory if we do that. So we're at dangerous now. Let's see what the windmill is about before we get ambushed. Yes, we made it. Hallie, welcome, traveler. I don't know how you managed to make it through the swamps and the ruins, but I'm glad you did. Who the hell are you? I thought this place was abandoned. You can call me Hallie. Well, you're not entirely wrong. It's just me and a handful of others. For decades, we've been maintaining what's left of the windmill, keeping its mechanical heart barely alive. But maybe your arrival signals a change in our fortune. How so? This place looks worse than most settlements out on the wasteland. Appearances can be deceiving. Yes, windmill needs a lot of work, and it's an absolute mountain of resources. Tools, parts, and components. But if we succeed, we'll have electricity here. New task. Oh, I heard about this. Okay, so for those of you who aren't chronically online like me, I heard people saying that this game has a lot of potential, but there is this like late game fetch quest where you have to like just deliver a bunch of stuff to this late game location, and it sounds like we've started that. So we have to deliver 20 tools, 15 electronics, and 10 machinery. Okay. Well, we're gonna leave the tools we have. I was hoping you guys had better cars, but that is not the case at all. So we need so electronics, we'd have to go all the way back to like Chop Shop and Silicon Valley. Manufactorum does make machinery, and the White House makes tools. So I think we'll go back, pop over here, and then make a run over here, and see how much we can procure in one swoop like that, because that's all I can do right now from an electronics perspective. I'm kind of hoping they have a decent amount of stuff, because if we have to go get them materials to procure their materials, that's gonna put us in a lot of trouble. Or not necessarily a lot of trouble, but it'll take us a long time to do. Alright, move over. Try to hit them all with your choking assault if you can. Alright, never mind. Let's focus on the tractor here. Heat beam. Move up. Hit him. There we go. Perfect. I did get missiled, and I don't think I can launch you out of the way fast enough to not get hit by the missiles. Oh, nope. I was fast enough. Just barely. You laser this guy, and then let's hit him with our side attack. And then you try to get up here. Oh, all right. Keep hitting this guy. Move over. Ram him. Ram this guy then. For the love of God. Oh my God. Move. Aha. Back up. Heat beam. Move over. You killed your friend. That's funny to me. You get missiled because I don't think you can move. Nice shot. And then you try to ram this guy. Ram him. Right into the path of the oncoming doohickey. More dudes incoming. All right, you got missiled, so I'm gonna back you up and try to hit you. You both got lit on fire, which is grand news for me. Move over. Heat beam. And then you heat beam this guy. Oh, nope, don't go that way. Missile this dude, because I don't think he's paying attention. There's a lot. Stop moving. I think somebody exploded over there. Problematically, you're getting the crap kicked out of you. So I would like to set off a choking assault at some point. Move over. And you keep moving over. Oh, you kind of hitched up your move there, unfortunately. Move. I tried to ram you out of the way. I don't understand the ramming mechanic. I shouldn't rely on it, really. You think I would have learned my lesson by now? How did you take 2,000 damage? What is this BS? Move back over. Light him on fire. Oh, I died. The fire did literally everybody died. The fire in your and we're all the way back in. Oh no, we're not in Windmill. We're in the Horde. It's a weird place to be. The fire. Sorry, not the fire. The laser beam that doubles into all of the explosives that land on your car is incredibly annoying. Well, now we immediately have to rebuild our entire squad. We did make it back to the Manufactorum, and we still have all of our money. So repair all that stuff. What did we lose? Lost all of our crew. We didn't lose any of our, like, major equipment. But you guys don't... there needs to be better vehicles in this game. Like, you running your face into the enemy repeatedly... They have one machinery. That's rough. It's not fun, I will say. I think the game definitely gets grindy in the back like 20% of the game. It's a fun idea overall. I like the general execution of the game, but there needs to be like more. There just needs to be more stuff. Like it's kind of like one note a little bit once you've hit a certain point. And the fact that you just run into the same difficulty vehicles over and over again without being able to outscale them or even like really be on the same foot as them is kind of rough. And then now that we have like this last kind of like fetch quest, I guess is how I'd describe it. It's definitely hard to keep on trucking when that's the only thing that has, you know, it's asking you to keep going. So we'll keep trucking here. I'll probably do some food. Sick. I'll probably do the vast majority of this fetch quest off camera. I don't think it'll be very interesting to watch me fighting the same dudes over and over again while... Hey, I've met this guy before. Can I... Found anything worthwhile? An oil spiller? I'll sell that. I think that's a bad deal for me. Because I don't think the oil spiller will actually sell for that much money. Let's take a look, though. Nope, not even close. Sell one of our heavy lifters. Honestly, we'll probably never use it, but... And then... Who do you got? Special weapon cooldown? I could put you to work. But yeah, I think there's just like it's 85% of a really good game, And then there's like just like some tedium that kind of detracts from the overall goodness of the game. I think in the grand scheme of things, I am pretty pleased with my time with it. I've had a great time. But yeah, just like the back half of it where the enemy feels overtuned to what you can even put out onto the field. And the fact that you're just kind of like ramming your head against them repeatedly while they just kind of, you know, because they have no incentive to save their vehicles. It's not a chess game where, or you're playing another player where like they sacrifice their whole squad to also take you out. You have to continually fight the same enemy over and over again, and that just like, you know, wears you down over time. Oh, we lost a huge chunk of our stims too. That sucks. And how much of that? We need 10 machinery, 15 electronics, and 20 tools. And we have one. we did drop some off at the thing already, at least. But I guess I might as well buy the parts and the scrap. Then we'll leave. Then we're gonna zip on up to Silicon Valley up here to get our hands on some electronics. Minor threat. All right. Come at me, bros. As long as you don't have like a laser tractor on you, I can beat anybody else. Get wrecked. Your life is over. Hit him with a laser. Now your life is over. Maybe. I guess you look a little tougher than the other guy. He's still alive, but maybe with the side attack here, he's gone. Okay. Now you ram this dude. Get rammed. Laser beam. Oh, he's still alive. Move out of the way. Oh, move back up. And you ram this guy. All right, you don't ram this guy. The downside of the non-main weapons... How did you not die from the ramming attack that I just did on you? Oh, move over. Now ram this guy. I said, for the love of God, ram this car. How are you alive? You don't do that much ramming damage, I guess, is the key problem. Smoke him out. That guy exploded. You're going to get hit, and you should move because you're going to get hit. I said move! Oh, my God. Embarrassing. And then you got rammed. You're dead. All right, you get laser. Nope, use this other guy's laser, so then this guy can fire the quad storm. Too busy trying to poke me with your chainsaw. Or whatever it is raiders do these days. All right, that was a pretty good fight. See, that's the thing, is like I get to the point where I have a really strong caravan that can fight guys in this area no problem, but then you're fighting the other dudes and it's like it's always a bare knuckle brawl, and because you have to fight 3 or 4 of them in a row to like even get anywhere, and you can always kind of get screwed by like a bad series of moves. It's kind of rough sometimes. All right, you guys can have the 2 luxuries I managed to keep. We do have 5 electronics coming our way, so that's something. Wheat to Silicon Valley? Nah, that's not really anything we're looking for. Special weapons, equipment. I was hoping you guys had armor, but it doesn't look like it. Is there anything up here? What do you guys think? Aha! The field! Hour after hour, your rides barrel through the barren wasteland. The cracked brownish-yellow crust of dried earth stretches endlessly ahead, punctuated by sparse, brittle bushes, and the dust kicked up by your convoy's wheels. Behind the wheel, your eyelids grow heavy as the monotony sets in. Okay. And then you see it. A lush expanse unfolds over the ridge. A green field, shimmering ponds of what seems like to be clean water, bushes and trees. Sprinklers hiss rhythmically, watering the grass. Scattered around are white vehicles with deflated tires, strange sticks poking out of the tubes attached to them. Further out, low buildings cluster near a parking lot filled with odd untouched cars you've never seen before. Head for the buildings. As you drive across the grassy expanse, a buried steel sprinkler suddenly bursts from the ground, slashing a tire open. You lose control, crashing straight into one of the abandoned vehicles parked near the structure. You send your people out to scout the area, and you're surprised to discover gang rides among old rides. Their owners are gone, but the machines are still well equipped. Okay, that was weird. Can I keep going this way? The stalkers. Whatever. That was the other thing, is people were like, you can just pay them off, but then, like, what's the point of the vehicle combat if you're just paying them off to leave you alone? Anyway, so we're gonna leave it there. I'm gonna bring us back after, like I said, off camera, I'm gonna do a bit of this trading, and trying to bring all of these resources. Whoops, I didn't mean to sell that back to you guys. Sorry. I'm gonna do some of this resource gathering off camera, and I'll bring you guys back when we've gotten most of this stuff, if not all of this stuff. So if you guys enjoyed the episode, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of Dust Raiders or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye, everybody.